Hello, football fans from Cocke County High School, Hedrick Field, Larry Williams Stadium. Mike along with Rob Younger bringing the opening ball game of the 2012 football campaign between the Gatlinburg Pittmen. Their opener against the Fighting Cocks from Cocke County, 1-0, big winners over Claiborne County last week. Rob, it's great to be back.
Mike, it is. It's the night that we've been waiting for all year. Everybody's excited in Gatlinburg about a new football team. A lot of unanswered questions, but hey, everybody looks forward to football season and opening it with the 3-game road stretch.
Gatlinburg Pittman has won the toss and has elected to receive tonight. Of course, Rob, going to
Gatlinburg to receive.
Going to the new football season, Gatlinburg Pittman, 3 good scrimmages under their belts against Cherokee, North Carolina, Lenoir City,
and Cherokee.
I said Cherokee, Granger County rather, but that's why you have fall practice, fall camp, and it's time to get after it.
Mike, kind of an unusual start to a football season. We did have 3 great scrimmages, and, of course, we participated in the Sevier County Jamboree. But opening the season with 3 road games, 3 teams that are not common opponents for the Gatlinburg Pittman Highlanders coming to Cocke County to play a 3A school, then going on the road to Swain County, North Carolina, Knox Central Kentucky. And, of course, we got a lot of inexperienced players and a new starting quarterback. Several coaches that are out with the National Guard duties. Mike, unusual way to start a football season.
But it's here, Friday night, football season. Rob, very comfortable night if you're playing football.
Mike, a great thing before the game. Of course, they dedicated the stadium to a good friend of ours, Larry Williams, who used to be the head coach at Cocke County High School and coached here for 30 years. Just a great guy. Passed away of cancer a few years. Brought back a lot of old players and coaches, and some of them who we're really good friends with. But just a great start to the evening.
Oh, so Gatlinburg Pittman set to receive deep number 25, Dameron Pack. Looks like this will be England at the 18-yard line. He's got a gap up the field. He may go. One man to beat. Great return by number 4, Clay England, for the Highlanders.
And, Mike, that's a guy, Clay England, one of the fastest player on the team. He's made a lot of great plays for the Highlanders the last couple of years. Clay's been out missed summer camp with an injury, a hip pointer. But, boy, it's great to see him back in the lineup. He can do a lot of things for us.
So 1st and 10 Highlanders, ball at midfield. Opening series, Tanner Cox, the junior quarterback for the Highlanders.
1st and 10 Gatlinburg.
Foster right up the gut. He's going to lose a couple back to the 48-yard line. Not much air, Rob.
Mike, it's, you're kind of wondering who's going to be at that starting tailback position. We got 3 guys that have been practicing during summer camp. Jamel Foster, Michael Music, and Zeke Williams, but you see Jamel getting the start. And Mike, Cocke County comes out in a 3-5 defense. They got linebackers stacked over down linemen, blitzing. They blitz somebody every snap, so it's going to be kind of difficult early in the game for those linemen to pick up these blitzing linebackers.
Cox drops, looks, throws complete down to the 45-yard line. Music had checked in at tailback that time for the Highlanders. And so, Rob, with that completion from Cox to Durbin, that will be 3rd down 5 Highlanders at the Red Rooster 45-yard line.
And, Mike, that's a great way to take care of those blitzing linebackers. 3-step drop, get rid of the football quick, throw it right over them. And, of course, get the ball to our best playmaker, Blade Durbin.
3rd and 5 Highlanders, 10:50 and counting in the first quarter. Cox fakes, looks, man open right there. It's Durbin. Going down, complete, still on his feet. 1st down Highlanders at the 33-yard line.
Mike, interesting look right there. Of course, Blade Durbin, our playmaker, they're going to line him up in a lot of different positions. He's typically lined up in our flanker position, but you see him bringing him into a wing right there. This runs a little out pattern. Great throw and catch from Tanner Cox to Blade Durbin.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Cox 2 of 2 on the night. Double wing set, Music up the gut, pounding, twisting, turning down to the 25-yard line.
And Michael Music is going to be somebody that a lot of teams aren't going to be ready for. He's 6'2", 240 pounds, one of the fastest and strongest guys on the football field. Not a lot of experience at running back, but he is a load, and you see him right there, does a great job running behind his pads.
Highlanders 2nd down 4, and deep in Cocke County territory. Music again, not much right there, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Music again with a give. Dylan Dockery and Lucas Epley on the stop.
And Mike, right there, you see those stunning linebackers.
And 4.
Marty Nicely here. Mike's got a phone call he's got to take care of, so I'll fill in here for just a second. 3rd and 4. Quick out pass to, couldn't see who that is. He's still up on his feet. Nope. Rob, I don't know. Did they didn't blow the whistle till he was gone.
Nobody ever heard I never heard a whistle blow, but you know one thing, even if that's not a good gain and it's going to be 4th down.
Initially by Campbell Thornton.
You still early in the game. It's going to give Tanner Cox and those guys a tremendous amount of confidence completing 4 passes.
So that will bring up a 4th and 3 from the Cocke County 25-yard line. Mike Elton will be back with you momentarily. GP, 2 tight ends, 1 wide out to this side. And then there's a
penalty marker on the play.
Is that a delay? Yep.
Delay of game against the Highlanders.
So, Rob, that changes the situation going from 4 to 3 to 4th and 8, doesn't it?
And Mike, it does. And one thing that Marty, one thing that it does, it puts us in a bad situation on the 30-yard line. We do not have a field goal kicker. And, of course, that's, at that distance, you certainly don't want to punt, so you might as well go for it.
4th and 8. Cox back to throw. He's going to go deep for Durbin. He's there. Oh, just slightly overthrown.
And Marty, I don't think that ball was overthrown. I was watching that route, and you see Blade Durbin turn around, looking at the quarterback, turned around with his hand up, and quit running full speed. Running. I think if he'd have kept running that pattern full speed, that would have gotten the ball down inside the 5-yard line.
So, Cocke County will take the ball over on downs. Be 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And Mike Elton is back with you now.
Rob, the Highlanders turn it over and downs on defense here to start with. McGaha, quarterback, big week last week, 3 touchdown passes, 245 yards. Likes to throw the football, looks throwing. Going to be dumped back here, back at the 25-yard line. It looked like it may have been by number
36, Spencer Bryan. Mike, a guy who we've been waiting to watch play for 2 years. He came out, had a great middle school career. We thought he was going to be a great one coming in. Freshman year, he had shoulder surgery, didn't get to play it down. Sophomore year, had ACL surgery, he didn't get to play it down, and that's what we've been expecting to see out of Spencer Bryan. Of course, that number looks if that number looks familiar, of course, that's the number of his older brother who played linebacker and his dad who played running back for us.
2nd down, 15 as Cocke County spreads the field. Looking, pressured again. Going to take it up and run. Going to be dumped again there. By who this time, Rob? It looks like it was number 32 right there for the Highlanders, Riley Trotter. Initially on the hit. Lost 1 on play, 3rd down, 16.
By Michael Music.
Mike, good pass rush by the Highlanders, but one thing the Highlanders did, they stayed in their rush lanes, and they kept that pocket, kept him in the pocket. Then when did a great job of their coverage, when he tried to tuck it up and run, we just kind of collapsed the pocket, made a great defensive play.
3rd and 16. McGaha, high snap, ball loose right there being pressured. Looks, going to throw it out of bounds right there. Smart play by him, but it's going to bring up a punting situation here on 3rd and 16 for the Red Roosters.
Well, Mike, I tell you, with all these unanswered questions coming into this football game, of course, we did not play 0 weeks, so we don't have any game film. We did play in the Jamboree, but Mike had a lot of new starters, 5 starters on one side of the ball and 6 on the other, and so far so good.
Deep for the Highlanders. Rob says it's hard to pick up these numbers here. Look at maybe.
Set the punt, Kyle Green.
Can't tell who's back for the Highlanders.
Deep
Snap is good.
Durbin.
Pressure. It's going to hit and go out of bounds just inside Cocke County territory at the 49-yard line. So GP still in good field position. Gatlinburg Pittman on the road next week, going over to Swain County, North Carolina, down at Bryson City to take on the defending undefeated last year state champions, Class A Swain County. On the other hand, Cocke County Thursday night game against
First and 10,
Jim Moore,
Gallenberg
Seymour
at the
Eagles.
49.
Foster back in at tailback. Durbin split to the right side. Motion right side. Nelly sets. That's Horner. Long snap count by Cox. Foster on the sweep trying to get outside. Cuts down inside. Maybe a gain of a half a yard on the play right there. Looked like Foster had a little jumping there in the backfield, Rob.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't call that. You see Gatlinburg Pittman using what we call a tight end trade. You see Justin Horner lining up on the left side of the offense, moving over to the right side. Cocke County did not adjust to it. Mike, looked like we were going to have a great play, but Cocke County got penetration, made the ball cut up inside, and for no gainer.
First Gatlinburg Pittman 3A, Cocke County 5A. Second down, we'll call it 9. Cox looking again. That's down the right side. That's England, still on his feet, twisting, turning. I think it's England. That may have been number 2, Chad Ayers. Can't tell from here. No, that's England. Great throw and catch.
Mike, Tanner Cox is 5 for 5. And all of them, 5 for 6.
With a stop.
All of them very well thrown footballs. And one thing that the Highlanders are doing, Mike, just really smart. 3-step drops. Tanner Cox is getting rid of the football, throwing it to the perfect spot.
We talked about that coming over in our pre-production meeting at Alice's restaurant, that, one way with all those linebackers coming quite a bit at look-in. Trap inside there.
Mike, good calls by Adrian Watson, the offensive coordinator, and Coach Benny Hammonds. They're doing 2 of the things that we talked about. We know Cocke County is going to come. They're going to come with those linebackers on a blitz, throw over the top of them, trap them.
Nice pickup of about 6 on a play for the junior Zeke Williams, little guy at fullback, Rob.
And he had a great camp talking to some of the coaches and people that spend a lot of time watching practice. He just talked about what a great summer camp he had.
All right, wing left formation for the Highlanders. Second down 4. Foster on the give, head forward, good body lean. Going to get down close to the 6, maybe 5-yard line. Close to a Highlander first down.
Mike, nice push by the offensive line. Casey Green at left guard made excellent block right there. Typically a school our size doesn't have a lot of depth at a lot of positions. One thing unusual for the Highlanders coming into this season with 3 good tailbacks.
I tell you, Rob, talking about that offensive line, not real tall guys, but they're stout and wide guys.
Like every one of them are over 200 pounds.
First and goal, we'll call it at the 5-yard line. Foster, right side, still on his feet, trying to get to the corner. Jamel, where is he? Touchdown, Jamel Foster. 5-yard scamper for the Highlanders. Here with 4:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Jamel Foster,
and Mike,
touchdown.
Probably the hardest working kid on the football team. You talk to Coach Hammonds, and he says, nobody outworks Jamel Foster. I think he's got him listed at 150 pounds, but hard workers. This is the first year starting on offense. He started at defensive back last year, but a very productive player for the Highlanders.
So GP set to go for 2. Been having trouble in the kicking department this fall camp. So the Highlanders going for 2. Music, fakes, Cox, looks, tucks it up. Can he get in? Touchdown. Did he get in? Touchdown. Make it PAT. Tanner Cox, he caught that pylon.
Conversion team.
And Mike, just Tanner, as everybody knows, just like his dad's got a load of talent. First year as a starter. He did come in some last year as a second-team quarterback. It did a great job, but you see his talent right here.
Good job rolling out after the fake right there. Had one man to throw to, but did a great job tucking it up and getting it in right there. So GP 8-0 here at 4:33. And of course, Rob, you want to have a good kicking game, but when you can convert those 2-point PATs, that's almost like it's going to take 2 touchdowns to lose the lead right now.
And I tell you, first-year starter coming over playing a 5A team in front of a big crowd, it's got to give him just a tremendous amount of confidence.
There's a touchdown by Jamel Foster.
Jamel in one of the scrimmages had a 70-yard run. And last year when he was playing defensive back for us, he showed some of that speed. But right there, Mike, there were 3 players that had good angles on him that should have made the tackle, and he just outran all of them to the pylon.
Foster, the senior, 5'8", 152 pounds.
152 pounds.
Yeah, that's a big difference, 150 pounds to 152 pounds, So set to kick off for the Highlanders. Looks like that may be number 16, Davis Sullen.
And Mike, that was David Sullen back there as a punt returner.
Deep for Cocke County, Jake Clevenger.
That was Sullen and Durbin on the last time they punted to the Highlanders. Cocke County still a lot of speed here. It's quieting the Red Rooster crowd down just a little bit here, but they can't erupt any minute, Rob. Sullivan kicks off the way his dad used to kick off. Nice one-handed grab by Smith at the 12-yard line. Still on his feet. Good coverage there. Not out to the 30-yard line. Looks like it's number 20. Number 20, Jamel Foster on the stop, along with number 4, Clay England for the Highlanders.
You know, the amazing thing about that play was the catch that the return guy made. You know, Davis Sowen, of course, his dad and his brother are both Southeastern Conference college football players. Of course, everybody knows about them. Davis is senior, first year playing football. I love seeing him out there. He's a great big athlete, and I guarantee we'll find some good ways to use him.
McGaha under center this time. Handoff left side. Nice gain up to about the 34-yard line. We'll call it to 35 for Arwen.
They might say Coach Hammonds and Neil Estes and his defense coming out with that 4-man front. And I tell you, a guy that I'm tickled to death to see in there is number 11, Justin Horner. Got banged up a little bit, broke his arm in the spring running track. And, of course, we hurt his knee 2 weeks ago. We were hoping to see him back in the lineup.
Second down 6. Again on a run right there. Again, that's going to be a loss back there by number 58, Casey Green, to start with, along with a couple other Highlanders.
And Mike, we'll have to look at that again.
Thornton again with a carry.
Mike, I think that's number 36, Spencer Bryan, coming in on a blitz and making a tackle for loss. Who does that remind you of? Somebody named Caleb Bryan, number 36?
Or Chris Bryan.
With a tackle.
Of course, we know they get their athletic talent from their
mother, Marcy, who played basketball at Carson Newman.
Third down 8. McGaha shotgun formation. Looks, wants to throw. Goes across the middle. Ball's going to be complete right there for a first down at the 41-yard line.
Pass
nice
complete
throw
to
and
Dylan
catch
Dockery.
to Dylan Dockery from McGaha.
Well, Mike,
made by Blade.
Cocke County 50-50 pass run team last week. He threw for about 250 yards and 3 touchdowns last week.
Dylan Dockery, the son of the great Bertie Dockery?
No, he is the son of the recreation director, Tim Dockery, who I played against when he played at UT Chattanooga.
That you all whipped every week, right?
We did.
Every season.
Every season.
1st and 10, Cocke County's first down of the ball game. A little counter right there. Not much here, maybe let's call it no gain on the play as we wind down to 2:47 here in the first quarter from Hedrick Field, Larry Williams Stadium.
Andrew Nolan with a stop.
Home of the
no
Fighting
gain,
Cocks.
2nd and 10.
Games involving other county teams tonight. Sevier County hosting Halls, Pigeon Forge hosting Mortburg, and Seymour hosting White County. And then you got TAK hosting Cocke County team, Cosby. The guy looks one way, throws the other complete out there again. Close to another first down for the
pass complete to
Red
Dockery.
Roosters out right at the, so where they spot it, Rob, maybe right at the 49-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Highlanders make that Cocke County.
3rd and 3.
Now, Rob, you got to watch that play. They've ran it twice in a row. You get a smart Durbin here in a minute. He's going to pick that thing off.
And Mike, the best way we've defended their pass game so far is pressure up the middle.
McGaha looks, throws. That ball's going to be complete there for a first down inside Highlander territory at the 47-yard line. Mike along with Rob Younger, Marty Nicely, Kevin Turdy, and Randall Bryan from Newport, Tennessee.
Well, Mike, one thing that Cocke County's receivers have done a good job with, and you see Jamel Foster. Jamel's lined up way off the ball, giving this guy a little bit too much cushion. Cocke County receiver did a good job creating that space, coming back and going up and making a nice catch.
Right. Looks like this series that Cocke County's cut their line splits down just a little bit.
Thornton on the give.
And Mike, that's the one thing you kind of worry about when you go into a fight playing an opponent who's 2 divisions above you. You just assume that they're going to be bigger, have bigger, stronger athletes. Right now, Gatlinburg-Pittman's winning on the line of scrimmage.
Fortner on the carry. Nice pickup of 3 down to the 45-yard line. 1:30 remaining first quarter. GP on top, 8-0.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
McGaha still in shotgun formation. Wants to go deep down the right side, trying to pick on Foster. That ball's going to be incomplete there. Nice coverage by Jamel.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that did, showed a little arm strength right there.
Like I said, McGaha had a big week last week at Claiborne County, 3 touchdowns, 245 yards passing. That's a nice game.
It is, and he does throw the ball really well, and he's got a couple of really good receivers to throw it to.
3rd and 7.
Of course, the Dockery kid's a much different athlete than his dad was. His dad was a offensive lineman, and I think he had an older brother who was an offensive and defensive lineman here.
2 tight end set. There's motion, the first penalty of the ball game right there. It's going to back it up.
Penalty marker on the field.
Second penalty of the game. My bad. And Rob, you can't ask for a better Friday night to play football,
especially this early in the season. What a great night!
False start against
third
Cocke County.
Friday in August.
You know, Mike, speaking of penalties, one of the things that you've got to
3rd
be pleased
and
with,
12
especially the
after the
Highlanders
penalty.
offense, they had one delay of game penalty. Nobody jumped, no obvious missed assignments. Just came out really crisp on offense. And of course, this is our first game, Cocke County's second game.
3rd down 12. McGuy has shotgun formation. 2 tight end set, receiver to the right side. Looking, pressured, dump right there. I think that may have been number 36, Spencer Brown again.
Quarterback sacked by
Michael Music.
I think that was Michael Music. I think that's number 42. And, you know, he's that guy that Mike just kind of somewhat of a freak of a nature as an athlete. 6'2", 240, and you just see just a bull rush. We need to go back and watch that again. The guy bench presses about 350 pounds, and he seemed lined up at our left defensive tackle. And watch him just take this offensive lineman and just a bull rush and just knock him straight back.
GP, I hope GP got a timeout. I don't know here.
Let's see if we can watch that play again with Music in the sack. This is how you define bull rush.
Timeout, Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg had to call timeout there. Had too many men on the field, but now they're going to regroup right here. It will be 4th and 20 for.
Watch number 42 just knock that number 75 back.
Robbie got a whipping right there.
And Mike, I think as a freshman, his freshman weightlifting season, he was already benching like 325. Just good look at number 58, Casey Green, 42, Music. 36, Spencer Bryan. The number 55, defensive tackle, right guard, Josh Russell.
Of course, head coach Benny Hammonds in his 42nd year at Gatlinburg-Pittman. Greg Hacker here at Cocke County, his 3rd year, Rob.
There's a good look at Coach Hammonds. We spent a lot of time talking about him on the way over. Of course, he started his football career right here in Newport.
Deep for the Highlanders at about their own 25. It's Durbin and Sullen for the Highlanders. Good snap. Pressure, kicks away right there. That's going to be Sullen at the 23rd. No, make it number 80, Jeremy Odom, there for the Highlanders. Good return up to about the 33-yard line.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing.
Jeremy Odom on return.
I like the way Jeremy Odom took off with the football. I'm telling you, one step, he was running full speed. I want to see some more of this kid.
John Capileo.
26 yards on the punt. Of course, Odom had a great
And
catch
Ken
down
Loray on the
a couple
stop.
weeks ago at the Smoky Mountain Kickoff Jamboree Classic down at Birchville
He
Stadium.
did.
Gatlinburg
County.
You know,
offense,
Mike,
first
they've got him
and 10
listed
from
as
their
a
own
5'9", 145-pound junior. He's bigger than that.
Music at tailback. Fake right there. That's England on the reverse. Nice run by Clay up to about the 35-yard line.
on the
Just past
end.
it. We'll call it a gain of 4 for the Highlanders.
Tackle
Second
made
down
by
6.
Hunter
That
Suggs.
may be the last play here of the first quarter.
I like Adrian Watson's attempt to move, give us some different
Gain of 4,
formations,
second
getting the ball
and
to some
6.
of his playmakers in different ways. And I tell you what, Tanner Cox may have been a little bit deep in the backfield to try to hand that reverse off. It seemed like there was some confusion there. Might have got more out of that.
Music on a carry, pounding, twisting, turning. Gonna pick up about 3 on that, but that is going to be the end of the first quarter from Hedrick Field,
Michael
Larry
Music
Williams
with a
Stadium.
carry.
GP on top,
Stopped
8
by
to
the
nothing.
interior line
Rob,
for Cocke
it's
County.
Coach
That's
Benny
the end of
Hammonds,
the first quarter.
offensive
Your
wise,
score,
and Coach
Gatlinburg
Del Estes,
Pittman,
defensive wise, answered
8,
any
Cocke
questions
County,
here in this
nothing.
first quarter of the first ball game. I'll repeat that, Rob.
We do have the speaker right behind us
That's
here.
right. As Coach Benny Hammonds And Coach Noel Estes figured anything out about their football team during one quarter of the first game so far?
You know, I don't know that they figured out anything about their football team. I know Neil Estes has figured out some things about Cocke County's offense that he's going to try to stop. And I think one thing is, they're getting rid of the football pretty quick, just like we are. But I think the best way to defense that passing attack of theirs is just kind of rush up the middle. They don't tend to throw the ball over the middle any, so you're not getting that linebacker involved in pass coverage anyway. So I just go ahead and every play stunt Spencer Bryan.
Well, we'll change ends of the field here. GP over 80 yards total offense that first quarter, Rob. 36 rushing and 52 passing this first quarter, give or take a couple of yards. I can't remember what Marty said.
Mike, to me, the thing is, of course, we haven't seen Tanner Cox under a lot of pressure have to tuck it and run, which we know he can do. He has the ability to do it. But the thing is, he's thrown the ball very accurately, completed 5 out of 6 passes, and they all just look great.
3rd down, 3 Highlanders. Opening plays, second quarter. Music on the give. Music drives, twists, turns. Pounds his way for a Highlander first down, I think, Rob. If not, pretty close.
Music on
Got a nice left-footed spot there for the Highlanders.
Stop by Dockery and Justin Hicks.
First down for the Highlanders.
Result of the play, 1st and 10, Gatlinburg.
As GP picks up their 4th first down of the ball game. Durbin to the right. Odom to the left. Cox looks. Ball's going to be, should have been caught right there by Durbin right there. Nice call by Adrian Watson, offensive coordinator.
Tough catch, but it should have been caught. Alan Cox had somebody sitting in his lap, had to get his hand up high. Tanner Cox had to get the ball up high and kind of throw it down like that. Catchable ball. Blake Durbin has made a lot of great catches, and he'll make more.
Brings up 2nd down, 10 Highlanders. Wing right for the Highlanders. That's England on the give, trying to get to the corner. Nice run by Clay up close to midfield.
And, Mike, one thing, Cocke County's coming out in that 3-5 defense, and if we come out with tight ends, they've got 8 or 9 guys right there between our tight end and backside tackle. You got to think that play right there, trying to get the ball, run the ball off the edge, is going to be a good idea against this bunch.
Gain of 8, 3rd and 2.
Gain of 8 on the play, 3rd down, 2 Highlanders. Trap inside, that's Williams, I think, at the fullback position. They'll make that Music that time.
Music with a carry.
From the fullback position that time, Rob.
And I tell you, Mike,
Ethan Merle.
Music moves the chains for you. Think over the years how many running backs we've had in that kind of a mold.
1st and 10,
he is a Benny Hammonds-tail running back.
1st and 10, Highlanders at the Cocke County 46-yard line. 10:28 remaining. First half, GP on top 8-0. Cox under pressure. Wants to go deep down the right sideline. That ball's going to be,
Pass intended for Durbin. It's incomplete.
Almost.
2nd
And one thing
10.
Tanner Cox did, he recognized the blitz right before the ball was snapped, found the hot receiver, had to get rid of the ball before the Durbin got into the route. Boy, that was almost a big-time play.
I thought I was going to see a laid-out Durbin catch again. Robert guy right there, he knows how to do it.
And Mike, I was watching Durbin in practice running his routes. He's a great route runner. But one thing in this game I've seen, I don't think that he's getting into those routes full speed. I think he's kind of looking back at the quarterback and seeing what's kind of happening behind him.
England flex motion back left, then to the right. Ball loose right there.
And that's going to be Cocke County football.
Cocke County football.
Fumble on the play. It's Big Red ball.
And Mike, really Highlanders' first mistake of the night. And I don't know if that.
Rulo with the recovery.
Ball just got stripped right there, Rob. So Cocke County, good field position at their own 45-yard line. 10-14 remaining first half.
My just great penetration by Cocke County. Zeke Williams took the ball, tried to make a move before he really secured possession of the football, and the guy just reached in with his hand and knocked it out.
My guy has shotgun formation, twins left and right. Handoff inside there. Not much. Well, he keeps the football right there. He's got something going down the left side. A first down for Cocke County at the GP 44-yard line.
And Mike, I think I was like all the defensive players on the Highlanders. I thought he handed the ball off to the fullback on what they call their little dart play.
Zeke Williams with a tackle, but not before a Cocke County first down.
You see Justin Horner from that defensive end spot, Mike. He went for the dive fake and let that quarterback get on the corner.
An official timeout on the field.
A timeout there for a equipment problem right there for Cocke County. Still in that same formation, twins left and right again for Cocke County inside GP territory. The guy had drops, looks, throws. The ball's going to be intercepted. Well, they're going to say intercepted by the Highlanders.
Mike, they're going to say
now incomplete. I thought Durbin came up with that ball, Rob.
Mike, I think
pass intended for Corey Black. It's incomplete.
I think that was number 58, Casey Green. If it is, you got to be impressed with Casey Green coming from that linebacker spot, getting in his drops that quick. Mike, you might be right. I can't see these numbers. These white numbers without lines are tough to see.
Second down 10, Cocke County. Handoff inside. That's number 15.
Campbell Thornton on the carry.
For Cocke County.
Tripped up by
Kimball
Spencer
Thornton.
Green.
I don't know if there's any kin to the great Lon Thornton.
I saw Lon Thornton down here. Of course, he was one of the guys that went out on the field. Saw him down there talking to our director of schools, Jack Parton.
Third down 6, Cocke County. 9:19 remaining first half. Twins left and right again. McGahey looks, being pressured. Who by?
Number 36, Spencer Bryan. What a hit. And, Mike, I'm telling you, that's what you do. Cocke County has yet to throw the ball over the middle, haven't attempted a pass to a tight end. And why not give up your middle linebacker on a blitz right there, and that gives you a 5-man rush.
Here comes a replay here.
It's where Spencer's a hitter, and Spencer Bryan's second.
So with a loss, it brings it back to midfield there. Fourth down and 15.
And Jeremy Odom.
Cocke County.
Careful with this one.
I think that could be. Can't tell from here. That's number
16, David Sowen.
On the return.
I tell you what a great
tackle made by Kinsler Ray.
His dad and uncle are two of the greatest guys in Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg goes on offense, 1st and 10.
Of course, David's a great athlete. You know, we've watched him play basketball for GP all these years, and and has great size, tremendous athletic ability, and of course he's kind of learning the game of football this year.
Cox, the quarterback, number 21. Fakes, rolls out looking, has a man out there. Looks like it may be Horner, the tight end over there. Nice catch, throw and catch. Cox putting up some pretty good numbers right there so far.
You know what? I'll be honest. One thing that kind of worried me is his coach, Zach Schrant, who to me impressed me as much as anybody watching summer camp, is not here. He has those National Guard duties, and quarterbacks, as all players, need coaching in between series. You need to come over and talk to a coach and talk about what you did right and wrong, and just talk about managing the game. But, man, he has really looked good this first half.
Second down 3, Highlanders. Trap inside. Looks like that may be England right there on the crossbuck. Still on his feet. Twisting, turning. I think he got enough forward progress for the first down.
Well, you know what? I'm not sure he read that well.
I said England. That's number 22, Williams.
You know, looked to me like he could have broken it outside. To me, it looked like the daylight was this way. But hey, you can't argue with the results.
With a tackle. Result of the play: 1st and 10, Gatlinburg.
So 1st and 10, Williams picks it up for the Highlanders. 7:25 clock running, first half. GP on top, 8-0. Ball at the 39-yard line. Looks like that's Foster on the give inside. Probably the thing about these Highlander backs, you never know where they're going to line up at.
But you know what? On down the road, when we get in league play, when we get in district play, that's just really going to help us when we get into these Gibbs, Carters, Fulton games.
With a stop.
Pick up a 4 and a play for Foster. 2nd down, 6 Highlanders.
4, 2nd and 6.
Double wing left. Music on the give. Not much there that time.
Music on the give.
Tell you the thing about Michael Music, if he can just get a couple steps full speed ahead, Rob,
he's gonna knock somebody backwards
with a tackle.
And of course, he's only going to get better at that position.
Gain of 2 on the plate. 3rd down, 4 Highlanders.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 4.
Remember, it says replays on Channel 4, the PEG channel, Gatlinburg, and Channel 80, the PEG channel for the Sevier County school system. Cox looks, fakes, being pressured this time. Is going to be dumped for a sack back at the 37-yard line.
Quarterback sack by Ike.
And Mike, you throw the ball that many times, you're going to get sacked. You're going to have some pressure and you're going to get sacked. He did the right thing right there. He didn't try to force it, didn't make a bad play, didn't keep the ball up. He tucked it, took his sack, took his losses, and moved on.
8, it's 4th down.
Loss of 8 on the play, 4th and 11 for the Highlanders. And on the punt,
D for Cocke County, Clevenger, and Suggs.
I think it's Cox, the quarterback, punting. Almost has it blocked right there. Good pressure right there. It's going to hit and take a GP row for the Highlanders.
You know, one thing he did.
I think it was Cox punting, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It may have been. He showed good leg strength right there.
28 yards on the punt with the row, but Rob, it's good pressure at time from Cocke County. First time GP's had to punt all night.
1st and 10 from their own 37.
And Mike, it's a good thing that it's not just scorching hot tonight. Cocke County has a game under its belt and one more game of football condition, and then getting toward this 4th quarter, it's going to be interesting to see who's still playing fresh.
Double wing set to the right side. That's Thornton on the carry up to the 41-yard line. Nice pickup of about
Thornton
4
carries.
for the junior.
And I think that's the first time that their Cocke County quarterback has taken a direct snap from center. They've been in shotgun formation all night with the 1 back, 4 wide receivers.
4, 2nd and 6.
Or 4 receivers.
They may try to work us on the running game here against the Highlanders as we wind down to 5 minutes and counting in the first half. Same formation, opposite side this time. Let's see if we go back to the left side. A little trap inside. That's Thornton again up to the 43-yard line.
Mike, and a great job by those 2 interior linemen. I can't see their numbers. I think it might be Green and Music, but just a great job handling that trap block. Just absolutely stuffed it. Got penetration, knocked the trap block off its path, was ineffective, and just made a great play against that.
That was Luke Joslin on the stop.
Luke Joslin and Michael Music are the 2 tackles.
Pretty stout up front. 3rd down, 4, twins to the left. McGuy has shotgun formation. Drops, looks, wants to go deep. Being pressured. Can't get on the corner. It's going to be dumped back here for a loss by number 74. I think it is Joslin again for the Highlanders.
And Mike, I think number 11, Justin Horner maybe.
Yeah,
great pressure by Joslin, and they had Joslin lined up over the center that time, and he got great pressure, but I think the sack goes to number 11, Justin Horner.
Great job containing right there. It was Horner right there, number 11.
But let me tell you why that play worked. Why Justin Horner made a great play. Did you see him get a hit? He did not let the tight end release. He made a great hit on the tight end, knocked the tight end off of his route, who the quarterback was looking for. Then he goes in, keeps his outside contained, and makes a sack. Just a heck of a play by Justin Horner.
Bad kick right there at time for Cocke County. GP should have excellent field position.
And Mike, great field position, great amount of time left on the clock to not turn the ball over and get another score going into the locker room and keeping the ball away from Cocke County.
GP 2 timeouts left, 3:22, and should get good field position once they mark it off. I'm trying to figure out. 19-yard punt, GP at their own 49-yard line.
GP goes on offense from their own 49.
Rob, relatively penalty-free game.
You know, that team last year, what were we 5 and 6, 4 and 6 last year, and of course that was one of our big problems for penalty, and something that's obviously been a point of emphasis in summer camp this year.
Music on a carry, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Dropped in the backfield by Lucas Epley.
You know, one thing you can do with Tanner Cox, a quarterback, Mike, you know,
2nd and 11.
3-step, 5-step drop, whatever you want to do, but also he has enough athletic ability, could be a great bootleg quarterback, great play action quarterback, and of course he can run the ball as well.
Durbin to the right, England to the left. Cox fakes, being pressured, going to be dumped back at the 44-yard line. Not much there at time.
Not much of an opportunity there. You know, if you are gonna be a bootleg pass team, Mike, you've got to have your offensive guard or a fullback block that defensive end, and typically that duty goes to the backside offensive guard, and if you don't make that block, that play, it cannot happen.
3rd down, 15 Highlanders, 2:15 remaining in the first half. Durbin to the right, England to the left. I formation, music to full tailback. Cox looks, throws. Ball's going to be complete right there. That's Durbin. Twist turns down close to a first down. I think it's going to be about a yard short, Rob. So that's going to bring up a situation for the Highlanders right here. Almost had a punt blocked the last time. They may fake a punt here, but it's going to be 4th and 1.
Tackle made by Kinsler Ray.
Well, Mike, good job going back to that previous play. Watch the guards and center pick up those blitzing linebackers. Great job. Not a perfect ball, but good job by Blade Durbin. I keep wanting to say Ron Durbin.
I'm sure we'll say that many times throughout the course of the year. So 4th and 1, GP going for it. I say look for music. Music. Twists and turns, Rob, but he's going to be way short, so Cocke County's going to take over.
Michael Music on the give, and Lucas Epley with a stop.
You know, one thing, Mike, is when music is at tailback, you're going to have to run him somewhere besides the A and B, besides the A gaps, because we're minus yardage on the last 5 rushing attempts. And, of course, they just, whenever music comes in at tailbacks, they just bring those linebackers in the A gaps, and usually they're guessing right there.
Wings left and right. Not much there.
There's number 11, Justin Horner, and Luke Joslin combining for their – no, that's Andrew Nolan, number 73.
Rob, congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and
Horner and Nolan
say
on
congratulations now to your
County.
Dyer County Choctaws, big winners last week over Cordova.
You know, Choctaws put out a lot of great athletes in the last couple of years.
Who's Choctaws got this week?
The Private Academy in Jackson, Tennessee, Christian, or
activities this evening.
Is it Trinity
Graduates
Christian?
of
Yes.
the class of 1987 are invited together at the scoreboard end of the walking track. Following the halftime activities, graduates of the class of 1987 are invited together at the scoreboard end of the walking track. Thank you.
So with the loss on the play, it'd be 2nd down, 12. Cocke County, 2 timeouts left. GP, 2 timeouts left. Same formation for McGaha. Drops. Across the middle, ball is incomplete. Had a guy wide open right there.
McGaha's pass intended for Clint Ramsey.
And Mike, I think that pass was a result of pass pressures by the Highlander defense. I think he was in a hurry to get rid of that ball.
It's going to be 3rd down 12. 1:10 remaining first half. McGaha looks being pressured. Going to tuck it up, and it's going to be completed right there. Nice tackle right there by Durbin. Rob, that's one of those deals.
Wow. What?
Made something happen out of nothing there.
Correction, Kinsler Ray with the completion.
So to give Cocke County 1st and 10 inside GP territory at the 29-yard line.
And Mike, I really think Cocke County should have got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that play by their receiver stop blocking and ripping the helmet off of our guy.
McGaha looks, throws, getting cranked up right now. Ball's complete down to the 18-yard line, close to another 1st down for Cocke County.
And Mike, obviously you got to respect their speed by those guys on the outside, but
Durbin with a stop.
Right here, you're going to have to reduce that cushion just a little bit.
Timeout, Cocke County.
So here at 51 seconds, Cocke County is going to call timeout.
Class of 1982, not 1987, 1982.
Mike McGaha, pretty good quarterback.
Yeah. Getting pretty good protection the last couple of plays there, and he's doing a good job really stepping up into the pocket and throwing a football.
See Coach Brad Justice coming out and talking to his defense.
1982 to 1987, just meet at the end of the track and work it out.
So 1st and 10, Cocke County at the GP 18-yard line. McGaha looks, throws, ball's going to be complete, down to the incomplete now, they say, at the 10-yard line. Stops the clock, 46 seconds, brings up 2nd down.
Looks like
Ramsey, it's incomplete.
Clay England talking to the official there a little bit. Mike, I think a little offensive interference on that play.
License tag 274 XNH. You've left your lights
McGaha
on.
sends twins left and right again, still in shotgun formation.
XNH.
Looking, steps up right now. Got some running room. Nice job, tripped up there. Looks by number 42, Music for the Highlanders.
And you know, Mike, that may have been a touchdown. What a great shoestring tackle right there.
As Cocke County expends their last timeout here with 37 seconds left. 3rd down and 4 for the Red Roosters.
I'm not sure how. No, here's the replay. I'm not sure you see Music right there at the defensive tackle at the lower end of the screen. Great effort play.
Remember, you can watch this replay on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock, Mondays at 7, Wednesdays at 7, Channel 4, the PEG channel in Gatlinburg, and Channel 80, the PEG channel on the Sevier County Educational TV Network. All right, 3rd and 5. Same formation for McGaha and the Red Roosters. Little screen right there. Ball's complete for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Big Red!
Mike, pretty good offensive football play and great execution. I tell you, so many times you see there aren't many high school teams that run a great screen, and they had set that one up perfectly, spread the field with all their wide receivers, and of course we've been rushing like crazy, bringing linebackers, and they just set it up perfect. Did a great executed screen.
And that's the thing about screen, Rob. You don't see that usually in the red zone.
Well, certainly you don't throw a screen to the outside, but what a play.
So Cocke County going to go for 2 here to try to tie it up.
Of course, the screen to the outside in the red zone is one of those kind of golden rules of things you don't do, but great execution on the middle screen.
I think it's going to be a delay of game here against Cocke County. So it's going to back it up to the
delay of game against Cocke County.
8-yard line. A little tougher 2-point play here, Rob.
Mike, this is Coach Greg Hacker's 3rd season coming into this game with the 7-15 record.
All right, here's a PAT attempt for Cocke County. Ball's going to be complete. So, Rob, we're all tied up here, 8-8 with 29 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ethan Merle with a completion.
And I tell you, Mike, one thing that worries you as the game is going on, Cocke County's offense has really started to execute and figuring out some things they could do with their passing game. Good look at head coach Benny Hammonds, kind of talking a little bit about him on the way over as you look at your replay. Of course, Benny grew up here in Newport, played at Cocke County High School, went on to Carson Newman, 2-sport letterman, played baseball and football at Carson Newman, coached at Tennessee Tech as a graduate assistant, coached here at Cocke County for 1 year, Morristown East for a year, and then, as we know, for 41 years after that at Gatlinburg-Pittman, and this is his 42nd year. And is he the winningest active coach in the state of Tennessee?
If not, he's up there either 1, 2 in the top 2.
Yeah, I think he's 1 or 2. Of course, he has an incredible 312, 143-1 record as the head coach.
Pretty stout.
Pretty stout. And you notice they showed a lot of respect to him while they were dedicating the stadium to Larry Williams. They said, and the legendary Benny Hammonds.
Ball's going to sail into the end zone.
Touchback.
And, Mike, that's a result of momentum.
So GP at their own 20-yard line, probably just going to run it out here, Rob. You don't want to do anything drastic right here. Cocke County's going to have them all backed up here and just go into the locker room all knotted up. Well, I may be wrong on that. Cocke shotgun formation, drops, looks, wants to throw. Ball's going to be incomplete.
Tanner Cox took a shot. Of course, when you have the guys Ron Durbin and Clay England on the outside, there's always a possibility of a big play. Those guys can run. I'm not sure what Clay England's 40 or 100 time would be.
Second down, 10 Highlanders, 24 seconds remaining. Twins left and right. Cocke still in shotgun formation. Cross middle, ball's complete to England. Up to the 31-yard line for a first down, Highlanders.
Stopped by Griffith.
Mike, great route and great hands by Clay England right there, catching the ball in traffic, reaching up, catching it with his hands. And
Cocke's looking, wants to go deep, right-hand side. That ball's going to be caught right there, still on his feet.
No flag on the field.
Get in, touchdown. Who was that, Zeke Williams?
I think it is. And Mike, what a throw and a catch. And, you know, the ball, he was well covered. And the thing is that Zeke Williams did.
Jeremy Odom.
Jeremy Odom, who made the great play a while ago. And, Mike, he just kept running his route. He didn't turn. He didn't slow down.
69 yards on the reception right there.
He just kept running his route, ran right under the football because the coverage was there. It's just an incredible throw and catch by Tanner Ogle to Oldham.
And, Rob, that would have been the last play of the first half there if it had got knocked out of bounds. It was a great job by Odom right there. Rob, like I said, 5'9", 145-pound junior wideout.
And I tell you, Mike, something that the senior wideouts need to watch on film, just kept running his route full speed.
So GP to go for 2 again. Cox looks, pressure, throws. The ball's going to be complete right there for
Spencer
the
Bryant.
2-point conversion. Number 36, Spencer Bryant. So that is going to be the end of the first half as Gatlinburg Pittman takes a 16-8 lead into the locker room. We'll be back after you watch the fine performance of the Highland Marching Band under the direction of Ron Hicks, assisted by Mark Harrell.
And tell me something good. Please give a warm welcome to the Gatlinburg Pittman High School Band.
Marty
Ladies and
Nicely
gentlemen,
here at
fifth quarter
halftime,
to be held at Lincoln
where the
Avenue
Gatlinburg
Baptist
Pittman
Church
Highlanders,
for
on the
grades
basis of a
7
last-second
through
play
12.
right before the first half ended, a
Fifth quarter to be held at
69-yard
Lincoln
TD
Avenue
pass,
Baptist Church
lead Cocke
for
County
grades 7 through
16 to
12
8.
immediately following
Your
tonight's
unofficial
ball
first
game.
half
Thank you.
statistics for Cocke County: first downs 5, passing 6 of 11 for 67 yards, rushing 15 attempts for a net of 19 yards. Total offense in the first half for Cocke County, 86 yards. Cocke County punted 4 times in the first half for a 24-yard average, penalized 1 time for 5 yards. Scoring plays for Cocke County in the second quarter, 29 seconds left. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. 11-yard pass. The point after was a 3-yard pass. Good. At that time, it was GP 8, Cocke County 8. For Gatlinburg Pittman, first downs in the first half, 8. Passing, 8 of 12 for 149 yards. Rushing, 18 attempts for 41 net yards. Total offense for GP in the first half, 190 yards. GP punted the ball 1 time for 28 yards, fumbled 1 time and lost it, penalized 1 time for 5 yards. Scoring plays for GP. First quarter, 4:33 left to go. Foster on a 5-yard TD run, and GP having trouble finding a kicker, went for 2 on the point after. Cox, a 3-yard run, it was good. GP led at that time 8-0. Then in the second, with no time left on the clock, ending the first half, Tanner Cox drops back, fires a pass down the sideline to Jeremy Odom. 69-yard pass, went for a touchdown. The point after was a 3-yard pass to Spencer Bryan. So that's where we are here at halftime. Gatlinburg Pittman leads 16 to 8. Rob and Mike will be back in just a couple of minutes with second half action.
Back getting set to start the second half kickoff. Gatlinburg Pittman on top 16 to 8. Of course, Rob, Gatlinburg Pittman scoring on a 69-yard pass from Tanner Cox to Jeremy Odom, the last play of the game. And I think we got that coming up right here on replay here as you look at it right there. Good job of Cox. Takes a big hit right there. But like you said, Odom just running through the football right there, then taking it to the house.
Mike, one of the more exciting football plays we've seen in a while. And, of course, we're down there on the sideline at halftime talking to a lot of old players and a lot of people that know Coach Hammonds, and just kind of disbelief that he's throwing the football around this much. But great job by Tanner Cox and Jeremy Odom.
So Gatlinburg Pittman to kick off here to start the second half. I think it may be Davis Sullen kicking off for the Highlanders. Johnson deep for Cocke County. There you go. There you go. I think he may have got a hand on that, Rob, right there. He's going to have to pick it up right there. Good coverage by the Highlanders back inside the 10-yard line. That's a 5.
And, Mike, great break for the Highlanders.
Clevenger on the return.
Really a pretty good kick by Davis Sowen. Of course, if he catches the line drive, obviously the ball gets there quicker. He's going to get it upfield quicker. And, of course, the Gatlinburg, the coverage team just did a great job taking advantage of that.
Cocke County starting out on offense at their worst field position of the night at their own 5-yard line. Of course, Rob, at first half, McGaha, pretty good job throwing the ball. Had a little time stepping into the pocket. They spread the field again. Deep, he's in shotgun formation. Thornton on the give right there. No, make it McGaha on the keep, and that's going to be a loss back to the 1-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play, almost a safety.
And Mike, just very impressed by the defensive front right there. You know, a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of football. Justin Horner, of course, has been one of our key players for 3 years. A lot of new faces in there, and a lot of guys that have been injured or young and are stepping up and filling those roles and just doing a great job.
So third down, they're going to spot it just in at the 2-yard line. Third down, 13, Cocke County. Opening moments, second half. Guy looks, wants to throw. He's going to throw deep. That ball's going to be incomplete out there, in the flat right there.
And, Mike, that's a dangerous throw. You know, you're asking a high school quarterback to throw the balls from the left hash all the way to the right numbers on an out pattern. Ron Durbin, maybe if he'd have got a read on that earlier, that would have been an easy pick 6.
3rd and 13.
Robin, scores of interest from other teams in the county. Sevier County on top of Halls, 35-7 at the half. Pigeon Forge on top of Wartburg, 28-7. And Seymour and White County knotted up 7-7. Third down, 13. McGaha still in shotgun formation. Dropping, looking, going to be pressured right there. Can he get out of there? He's going to throw across the field. Ball's going to be intercepted right there. Can't tell from here. It looks like that was Blade Durbin.
Blade Durbin.
Good field position for the Highlanders inside the 20-yard line.
Chad Ayers.
And Mike, you hear pressure sacks. That's kind of a pressure. That's a coverage sack. That's kind of a pressure interception. Great job by the Highlanders up front, flushing the quarterback out of the pocket. Good job keeping contained. And Blade Durbin just stepped in front of it. And of course, Mike, if the ball's up for a jump ball, Blade Durbin's going to come down with it.
Spot the ball at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 Highlanders. Foster the tailback. Cox looks, throws. That ball going to be a little miscommunication right there from Cox and Durbin. Right there,
Durbin, it's incomplete.
And Mike, I was watching the receiver. I wasn't sure what kind of pressure Cox had. That might be the only ball that hasn't been really well thrown tonight.
Remember, you can see this replay on Channel 4, the PEG channel in Gautenberg, on Saturdays at 11, Mondays at 7, and Wednesdays at 7, as well as on Channel 80, the PEG channel, Channel 80, the Sevier County Educational TV Network. Twins to the right this time, Horner tight end left. Foster on the give, cuts back inside, nice run by Jay down close to the goal line. I think it's going to be a first down for the Highlanders.
And, Mike, that's a great run by Jay, and I'm sure when we watch the replay we're going to see Andrew Nolan and Josh Russell and Casey Green, some of these guys making good blocks, but great run by Jamel, making cuts in traffic right there.
It's going to be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, and I'd say right here, Rob, you're probably going to probably see a lot of music right here. That's Williams at tailback, cuts inside, twists, turns, tries. I think he's in there, Rob. Touchdown.
And Mike, I think we had music at fullback and Williams at tailback. Pretty good combination right there.
Pittman.
I think that's Williams from here.
I think it is. He's number 22.
With a carry for the score.
So, and Mike, one thing you just love as a fan and as a coach, you're moving the ball around. Several guys are touching the football. Got a little depth at tailback right there, but it also makes the defensive harder to coach when you're trying to defend several different guys.
So GP breaking out a huddle right there, and I think they're going to break the huddle with too many men on the field. That's going to be the call here, Rob.
Penalty marker on the field. Illegal substitution against the Highlanders is the call.
Rob, don't quite agree with that because just had 10 men on the field after, well, whatever. We don't get paid to officiate. So we'll bank it up 5 here. GP attempting the 2-point PAT. Cox looks, throws. Ball's going to be caught. It must have hit the ground, Rob. Couldn't tell from this vantage.
Pass for Durbin. It falls incomplete. Conversion that was no good.
That really was a pretty big-time throw by Alan Cox. Or not Alan
Tanner
Cox. He's up here. Tanner Cox. And a great job by the offensive lineman of Gatlinburg Pittman picking up that blitz, and that was close. I'd like to just get a really close shot on that. I think Blade Durbin thought he caught the ball.
Not much complaining there, so it may have short hopped him right there. Of course, Rob Gatlinburg Pittman, school started all the fall sports teams off to a great start. That's a touchdown by Williams right there. And let's see if we got the PAT here. We know Randall didn't have fried chicken tonight, but he had some fried fish at Alice's restaurant.
Don't forget the fried frog legs that were on the buffet.
D for Cocke County, Campbell Thornton.
Because Rob talking about Gatlinburg Pittman off to a great start in fall sports. Ladies volleyball team won at Union County yesterday. Golf team's doing good. Cross country's getting ready to start. Gatlinburg Pittman Lady Highlanders soccer team off to a 2-0 start. Leading against Seymour tonight 2-0 early in the match at the Sevier County Invitational Tournament. And it's just sowing again right there. Balls, he had knees on the ground when he picked up.
And Mike, another good break for the Highlanders. I saw Woody Sowen at halftime and just told him how happy I was that Davis was out for football. And I think Woody's pretty excited about it too, and he knows that Davis is kind of learning. They're going to try to find some things to do with Davis.
Robert just had an update across the air. Sevier County now on top of Halls, 42-7. So Cocke County will scrimmage from their own 15-yard line. They're backed up pretty good again as McGahat, since Twins left and right, looks like they're going to have to put it in the air to get back in this ball game. McGahat drops, looks, being pressured. They're going to be dumped right there by, it looks like number
42, Michael Music, I think, or maybe.
I think it could have been number
sack
number
by
62.
Michael Music.
It was Music, 42.
And Mike, that's his second sack on the night. And I tell you, watch this bull rush right here. I mean, he is just so strong. He just goes right through that offensive tackle and just slams McGaha on the ground.
I tell you, number 75, the offensive guard there, he's going to sleep good tomorrow for Cocke County. Second down, 15. That's Thornton on the give. Not much there, stopped by a host of Highlanders.
Thornton on the give.
You know, one thing I've been watching Music, and you see him, he's in on the play there. Music doesn't look like he has a lot of great moves, got that bull rush from his defensive tackle, but one thing that he has done all night long on the run and pass is he just keeps working toward the football, and he's strong enough, Mike, when he engages with the blocker, that he can keep his head up and find the football.
Third and 15.
Third and 15.
Twins left and right. Guy looks, pressured. Flushed out of the pocket. He may pick up the first down. He has, and more right there. Finally knocked out of bounds there across the way.
McGaha keeps.
By number 58, Casey Green, and it may have been a late hit as well.
And, Mike, I don't know. We got a Highlander down on the field, an injured Highlander.
Taken out of bounds by Casey Green.
I'm not sure if we had a blitz or a stunt call.
Injury timeout on the field.
And that's really the first time I can think of tonight that we have lost contain on the edge with our defensive ends and let McGaha run. And you see that one
little spin move inside.
That spin move inside. You got to keep that outside arm free as that defensive end.
That was a good call. The personal foul there against. Looks like it may be 22 Zeke Williams down for the Highlanders.
And Mike, you hate to see that because his first couple of years as a Highlander, he's had some injury problems, and all I've been hearing is how hard he worked and what a great summer camp that he had, and ready to come in there and be one of those three tailbacks. And boy, you just hate to see that.
Gutenberg Pittman on the road next week, going across the mountain to Swain County, North Carolina, to take on Swain County, the Maroon Devils.
See Scott Bird working with him there. You know, great a couple weeks ago, great articles in the Mountain Press, and great interview with Scott Bird talking about the concussion, how we're treating that, and just how we're treating injuries. And lucky to have athletic trainers like Scott Bird.
Rob, I know you was able to get out and visit right there at halftime with some of your buddies over in Cocke County that you played ball with and hunt and fish a lot with and everything. It's good to see our good buddies Scotty Sutton and Jason Curley over here tonight.
We told them we'd be good to them on the broadcast tonight. And, of course, you know, those guys were just a huge part of the football scene here at Cocke County. Scotty was an all-state player here. And, of course, as you know, went up to East Tennessee State and played. Jason Curley went to Tennessee Wesleyan. But they have had a lot of great players over the year, had a great turnout for the dedication of the stadium to Larry Williams. And, you know, one thing that was impressive, did you see the plaque that they made in the vocational class out of that chrome? And just really, really, really nice evening at Newport.
Of course, you talk about Scotty and Jason over here. I mean, at home, you're talking about Johnny Partons, Steve Hanna's,
yeah.
the Woody Solons, you know, to name them all. I mean, that's what football meant to Cocke County over here when those guys were on the gridiron.
You know, you got to worry, Mike, if that's a concussion. You saw him checking his eyes out, and if it is, you don't know when he'll be back.
Rob, you're the parent of a kindergarten student now. How's the week one been?
Well, some people thought I was taking my granddaughter to school. Some lady asked me if I was bringing my granddaughter in. It's been great. She is a kindergarten in Miss Rebecca's class at Pi Beta Phi, and she is very happy and great start to the school year.
Zeke Williams shaking up on the play for Gatlinburg.
Good look at Wayne Brandenburg and Scott Bird doing their job there.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder, our band concession is selling homemade baked goods. And also on the far side of the stadium.
I tell you, Mike, athletic
side,
training has come a long way just with the
treats,
medical
dogs,
technology and having athletic trainers in all the
Thank you.
High school. When we played,
Hey, we played.
the objective was to get you back on the field as soon as you can. Now their objective is, of course, to take care of the players.
You know, we played no water. You're taking handfuls of salt pills and everything
After
like
the
that.
play and a penalty against Gatlinburg, it'll be 1st and 10, Cocke County.
Rob, another score across the wire. Seymour is now up on White County, 14-7. Our good friend Jim Moore and his staff down at Seymour, trying to go 2-0 on the season. Twins to the left side for McGaha and company on 1st and 10. Ball at their own 46-yard line. 9:01 remaining, third quarter. GP on top, 22-8. I don't know what the holdup is right here, Rob, but I think it's making sure they got Zeke's number right there with the concussion leaving the field. That's what it was. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Cocke County. Twins left and right. McGaha drops, looks, throws an out pattern. That ball's going to be incomplete right there.
You know, one thing,
McGaha's
Mike,
pass intended for Corey
McGaha
Clyde.
does
Good
really
ball,
have a good arm,
incomplete.
but
It'll be 2nd and
Cocke
10.
County coaches are really asking a lot of that guy. I mean, I've seen how many times tonight have you seen him trying to throw the football from the one hash all the way past the far numbers. Of course, I hope they keep it up. That's going to end up being an interception for the Highlanders.
2nd down 10, Cocke County. Low snap right there. McGaha wants to hand it off, and now I think he kept the football right there.
And, you know, Mike, as a football game goes on, those are the kind of things that will end up hurting a team down the fourth quarter. You know, mishandled kickoff returns, bad snaps, a couple penalties here and there. Those are the kind of mistakes that accumulate as the game goes on and just gives the team that doesn't make those mistakes a huge advantage.
Justin Horner.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of
2nd
2,
down,
3rd
make it
and 12.
3rd and 12. Cocke County. 8:24 remaining, clock running. Third quarter from Hedrick Field, Williams Stadium. McGaha looks, wants to go deep. Down the right side, that ball's going to be incomplete right there. I think the Cocke County staff wanted a holding call
McGaha's
right there.
pass intended for Clint Ramsey.
That's pretty close, Rob.
It's incomplete. 4th and 12.
4th and 12. Deep right there. You got
Back to punt, Kyle Green.
that's Jeremy Odom
Deep,
and
Jeremy Odom.
Davis Sullen for the Highlanders, standing back at their own
And
25-yard
Davis
line.
Sowen.
Two good athletes, two players with not any experience at all fielding punts.
Sometimes that's good, Rob. High snap, pressure. Going to have to tuck
Nobody-
it up. But I don't think he can get a first down, and he's going to be tripped up.
Fumble
Ball
the
loose
ball.
right there. It's going to be high, regardless GP football.
And Mike, and that's just another example, one of those breaks. Mike, one thing we hadn't talked about tonight, great crowd traveling from Gatlinburg tonight, filled up. Actually, great crowd on both sides of the football field.
Actually saw Superintendent Schools
Fumble
Jack
recovery
A. Parton here,
by
along with
Gatlinburg's number 16, Davis
a host
Sowen.
of
They'll go on offense 1st and 10
with a host of
from their own 46.
county executives here. Assistant Mayor, County Mayor Greg Patterson's here tonight, and as you get a good look across the way there. 1st and 10 GP, twins to the right, I formation backfield, Foster to tailback. They're coming right there. Foster on the give, breaks it outside. Oh, one step away, Rob, but nice pickup by Jamel of about 6 down inside Red Rooster territory at the 48-yard line.
Kinswell Ray
getting
with
up,
a tackle.
Mike. Getting up, holding his hamstring a little bit. Watch this cut right here. Right.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Music, the fullback. Foster, the tailback. Music on a give, pounds, twists, turns, still on his feet, 1st down inside the 40-yard line.
I couldn't find him, Mike. I couldn't, he's in there running in the A-gap between guards, tackles, and centers, and you can't tell the difference between him and them. He's kind of hard to find.
Still not the smoothest in the world. He's only played in the backfield since spring practice right there, Rob. It just takes a while right there to get down that quarterback and running back handoff, the exchange. Music again. He's got that full head of speed going down to the 35-yard line.
One thing they haven't had to teach him, though, Mike, is how to
Music on a give.
His effort. I mean, the guy plays hard. He's done a great job at defensive tackle tonight.
Justin Hicks
played hard,
and
of course runs hard.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
And Rob, he's not going to have to make any cuts in the hole. He's just going to run over people. Gain of 5 on play. 2nd down, 5 Highlanders. 6:33 remaining 3rd quarter. GP on top, 22-8. I think it was Foster on the carry. Jamel
Foster carries.
Maybe about a yard short of the 1st down. He's got to get
Dylan Dockery with a tackle.
3rd down, 2 Highlanders.
Gain of 3, 3rd and 2.
And, Mike, right there before the end of the half and the great touchdown pass to Odom, it looked like Cocke County was starting to get some momentum, finding some things that were working for them. And now Gatlinburg-Pittman's just completely taking that momentum away from them.
There goes Music. There goes Music and more. Touchdown, breaking a tackle. Touchdown, Michael Music.
And Mike,
31 yards on the scamper.
Touchdown, Michael Music.
And, Mike, that's what we heard about all spring. Everybody's talking about, hey, you see people around town. Nobody says, hey, how are you? They say, hey, did you know they moved Michael Music to tailback? And the people have been talking about it since spring practice, and that right there is what we've been waiting to see. Good point there, Marty. If he starting to get hit early in the game, they're making these tackles as the game goes on. Those linebackers are not going to want to step up there.
Cox on the bootleg. Cox.
Oh.
Pass is incomplete. Conversion.
I think right there Tanner could have probably, maybe cut back a bit, maybe got it in, but he had a wide open guy just slightly threw it behind him. But anyway, Highlanders on top, 28-8 here with 5:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It looks like we got someone down across the way as the Red Rooster, the Fighting Cock from Cocke County, pays us a visit up here. I bet it's hot in that suit tonight. Did you look at the touchdown run again here?
Mike, that's just been bigger and stronger and everybody. Great effort. Great job running behind his pads. Good pad level. Kept those legs moving. Another thing that he does, he's never played running back, but he, even instinctively, or they've really worked with him, he protects the football, covers that ball up with both arms.
Of course, Rob, I know some of the older fans at home, they'll know who we're talking about, but these young players today don't know, but he reminds me of Larry Zonka.
He does, Of course, we had a number 39. What's a real tough kid that's played for us the last 3 years that graduated last year?
DJ Ball.
DJ Ball. Maybe we need to give Music number 39.
Looks like a dual cramps down there, Rob, in the end zone.
One thing that Coach Hammonds and Adrian Watson have done a good job with this spring and this fall camp is their personnel packages. You see a lot of kids come in with a lot of different formations. See several kids playing several different positions, and they never miss a beat. And doing a lot of different things, doing some different things to get Clay England the ball. Haven't done as many things to get Ron Durbin the ball. We haven't seen him in the backfield.
Blade. It's Blade. You keep saying Ron.
Blade, yeah.
But Rob, like I said, not a lot of numbers on the GP football team this year, but it's sort of like you got to have a lot of kids that's versatile, and like you said, playing, 3, 4, maybe 5 different positions, especially on special teams. And I guarantee you Zeke Williams there a while ago, he was on every special team, so you got to have a man to go right there who's next, and you got to be able to fit right in there.
Coming into this game, of course, Paige Yates is out. Zach Schrant's out. Alan Cox has had neck surgery, and instead of being on the sideline helping, he's in the box. And, of course, a couple of injuries here and there on the road for 3 games. Reason for concern coming into this first ball game. And but you know what? As long as Benny Hammonds is the head coach of this football team, it's going to be a well-coached team and a good program.
So Davis Sowen to kick off for the Highlanders. Robert's done a good job on those kickoffs right there. It's sort of hard to handle. That's Thornton at the 10-yard line. He's got a gap.
Of course, Mike, the downside to that type of kick is that you're not getting the ball up in the air, and your coverage team obviously doesn't have the time to run down under the kick. And if they catch it on the fly, they've got an obvious advantage. But they are hard to handle, and he has kind of kicked to the holes.
Of course, Robin at tackle right there again, number 36, Spencer Bryan. So 1st and 10, Cocke County at their own 35-yard line, back on offense. Thornton on the give. Thornton dropped for a 2-yard loss.
Thornton on the give.
Looks like that was number 11, Horner.
Lucas
74.
Jocelyn.
Mike, how many plays have we seen Luke Joslin and Justin Horner kind of get there at the same time and make big plays?
Now Joslin, sort of the quiet guy, but he's always there where he's supposed to be at.
He's done a nice job at offensive center tonight, too.
2nd down, 12.
One thing, this defense has really put a lot of pressure on our offensive line tonight, and they've really, for the most part, just done a great job picking that up.
It falls incomplete. 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 12. Cocke County. Clock stop, 5:07. GP on top, 28-8. The guy had receivers left and right. Looks pressured. Dump.
And Mike, you see number 73, Andrew Nolan. And I was watching practice one day, and Coach Hammonds kept talking about this kid. He said, come over here. I want you to watch this guy. He's 6 foot tall, 320 pounds, but he's got great feet, and he's just a very coachable player. Says he does just a great job on the offensive line. And Mike, that's great football right there. Has great movement to be a 300-plus pound kid.
Back to punt, Kyle Green.
So Davis, Solon, and Odom back deep. Cocke County to punt it away. And that may be Solon this time. But Robbie caught the football. It's great.
He did, and I tell you what, that one scared me, Mike, not just because I saw that he was going to get hit. I thought there was going to be some bad communication between him and Odom, and I thought they were going to knock the ball.
To greeting.
Hey, I guarantee you Davis Sowen's tough.
Of course, Uncle Heath will be talking to him about that. Yeah. Woody, the lineman, Heath, the back.
They never let Woody have a ball.
No. GP good field position at their own 38-yard line. Cox, he's the quarterback, gone all night. Twins to the left. That's Horner tight end right. Music to tailback. Music left side, bouncing outside. Now back inside, back outside, still on his feet. Close to a Highlander first down.
Marty made a great point. Those guys that are making that tackle in the first quarter, in the third and fourth quarter, they do not want to make that tackle.
Merle with a tackle.
And Rob, another first down for the Highlanders.
My good block by the fullback. I'm not so sure who was in there at fullback that time.
Their 11th first down of the ball game. Is that Foster in there at tailback? I can't tell from here, Rob. I don't think it is Foster. Not much there as Cocke County continues to send those linebackers, Rob, out of that 3-5 defense.
In the backfield by Lucas.
Of course, one thing you do get into, obviously, they haven't tried to run music on the edge or get the ball in the corner with him, even though he's probably fast enough to do that. And it is an easy key. But the thing 13. Is, do you really want to step up and meet him?
Now the score update, Seymour on top of White County, 21-14. Second down and 13 Highlanders. Clocks, fakes, looks, throws. A little short arm right there, but stops the clock and bring up third down and 13 for the Highlanders, who are enjoying a 28-8 lead here with 3:15 remaining in the third quarter from Cocke County High School. All right, twins left and right. Cocke shotgun formation. Let's go deep down the left side. Can he make the play? That's going to be Durbin. Oh, what a catch.
What an
Durbin.
Unbelievable catch.
Durbin.
I think that was Blade Durbin. I'm not so sure he didn't pick that ball off the defensive back's back. What an incredible throw and catch by Blade Durbin. What?
As you look at the replay here, folks.
Wow. And Mike, that right there, you see Blade Durbin just running through his route. Tanner Cox trusted him. They both trusted each other for the ball to be where it's supposed to be, the receiver to be where he's supposed to be. And what an incredible throw and catch.
Spot the ball at the 13-yard line. Foster trying to break outside. Hang on that football, Jake. Can't tell from here. I think Cocke County got it.
They did.
Fumble on the play.
So GP turns it over there, recovered by Cocke County.
Second turnover for the Highlanders tonight.
On recovery.
So the Highlanders back on defense here. 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. It looks like another GP player down with a cramp there.
And, Mike, you sure hate to see that after a great play. You want to come back with another good play, take advantage of that momentum. And, of course, it was Jay trying to make something happen, putting that extra effort, trying to keep his feet, and somebody kind of came in behind him and knocked the ball out.
Robert said Gatlinburg-Pittman on a road again next week. And, of course, all the other county schools open up 0 week this football season. They're going to have three. They're going to have 3 games under their belt before Labor Day.
You know, Mike, talking about our schedule, you know, we were talking about it over the summer. Based on what our opponents did last year and what they have coming back, this really might be the most difficult schedule that Gatlinburg-Pittman's ever played. And Mike, I think that this will be the 49th football season at Gatlinburg-Pittman.
You're correct on that.
Gordon on a carry.
Some of the old timers might want to argue that they played harder schedules, but these guys right here have a pretty good argument for the toughest schedule they ever played at GP.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 on the play by Thornton that time. 2nd down 9. GP on top, 28-8. Thornton again here. Like Cocke County trying to work a little bit on the run game, Rob. Of course, Rob, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you and your lovely wife, Jennifer, a 10th anniversary next weekend.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Second and 6.
Second down, 6. McGaha drops, looks, throws. The ball's complete out there for a first down right at the 30-yard line. Nice throw and catch by McGaha.
Complete to
And his
Dockery.
receiver, Smith. Make that Docker.
Tackle made by
Of course,
Jamel
Dockery, a good
Foster.
player. You know, his dad played against his dad in college.
not before
His
a
dad and
Cocke
Marty and
County
Randall are good
first
friends. He's a
down.
recreation director here in Newport, but he is a good football player, good-looking athlete.
So first and 10, Cocke County at their own 30-yard line. Mike Heltlong, Rob Younger, Marty Nicely, Randall Brown, and Kevin Tierney, the straw boss from Cocke County High School. Ball's going to be picked off right there by Foster. He may go all the way if you get one block. Does he make a move back inside? Great spin move down to the 3-yard line. Jamel Foster.
You know what, Mike? Throwing those out
Pass
routes,
intercepted
throwing the
by
ball, having the ball in the
Jamel
air that
Foster.
long, I just thought it was a matter of time. I thought it would be Durbin that would pick it
Tackled
off.
by McGaha.
Great read. Jamal read that set. That's set up for 3 seconds. What a great read. Break on the
First
football.
and goal to go for Gallenberg from the 3.
Picks up a good block right there. And Foster down to the 3-yard line.
Redeemed himself on the fumble.
Durbin and Sullivan to the left. Music, the tailback. Music on the give. Where's Michael at? He's in the end zone.
You know, the Highlanders have done a lot of things
with
that's
a
really
carry,
good tonight,
touchdown,
Mike. Like you said,
Gallenberg.
only 2 penalties, 2 turnovers in the opening ball game coming against a 5A football team, and really just being very versatile by formation, mixing the run and the pass, using the personnel. Just done just a fantastic job, and a unit on the field that's really impressed me is our defensive linemen and linebackers. I thought they've done a great job stopping the run, put great pressure on the quarterback.
Sullivan and Durbin to the left. Cox looks, and I think you're going to have
Penalty
a
marker on the field.
little illegal procedure. Of course, Rob, we talking about, no penalties, this and that, and it happens.
And again, kind of getting back to Tanner Cox and the game that
False
he's had
start against
so far in these
Gallenberg.
first 3 quarters it just really worried me not having his positional coach here tonight, because obviously the quarterback's the most important position on the field. He needs to come off and talk to somebody, talk about what's going on the defense, and if he's doing anything wrong, needs to get it correct. But he is just a very fluid athlete and has played a good football game. Of course, he comes from an athletic family. I guess his granddad played at Carson Newman.
Yep,
His
Mr.
grandmother was a
Samsock.
cheerleader at Carson Newman, Bonnie, and his parents were athletes.
See if Durbin, incomplete there. So here with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, GP on
Pass
top,
intended for
34-8.
It's incomplete. Broken up by Justin Williford. Conversion attempt is no good.
Of course, Rob, last year,
With 1 minute
Cocke
left in
County
the
brought a
third
huge
quarter,
crowd over
Gallenberg,
there,
Pittman,
opened up the
34,
season.
Cocke County
Well, actually,
8.
game 2, Cocke County after a big win at Claiborne last year, huge crowd over at Highlander Stadium, Hammondsville, and Gallenberg Pittman beat them by a couple touchdowns, but Cocke County improved throughout the year, and they were a playoff team last year.
We've talked about that many times, how we thought that had we not played Cocke County early in the season, it may not have been the same game.
Deep
And, of
for
course, they
Cocke
had 2 or
County.
3 athletes. One thing, they had a much better running back last year than they have this year.
Yeah, Chris Cates, who's now on the roster down at Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
Good ball player, great punt returner.
Yeah. But, hey, Highlanders, like Marty said, very business-like, very workman-like, kind of methodical coming out. One thing I think that they'll be happy about, they
Set to
probably,
kick off for Gallenberg.
for the most part, executed the
Davis
game plan that they
Sullivan.
came into the game with. They didn't get over here, panic and have to change and do something else. They kind of stuck with what they were going to do and what they've worked on. And, of course, there's still a quarter of football left, but so far, pretty good performance.
Sullivan to kick off for the Highlanders. Well, they got that ball covered up right there, Rob. So
Mike, you don't see that very often. The ball,
No.
the guy running back to set up the ball, and the ball hitting him in the foot.
So good field position for the Red Roosters.
Kickoff
Rob,
recovered
you
by
couldn't ask for a better
Alford.
night of
County
football.
goal
It's a
offense.
half moon up there.
First and 10
It's clear.
from their own
Well, I don't know about
38.
clear. Well, I don't know. It's a nice night. Been a good night to be fish camping.
Hey, lucky for the Highlanders in their first game that it's not a scorcher and they're playing in this really hot weather.
The guy up under center this time. Thornton alone back. Twins to the right side. Toss sweep right side, trying to get on the corner right there. Hadn't seen that play tonight. Nice pickup
Campbell
of
Thornton
about
on the pitch.
3 yards for Thornton.
You know, Mike, that's probably one of the most run
Casey
plays in
Green
high
with
school
a
and
tackle.
college football. We haven't seen that's the first toss sweep
Gain of
we've
4,
seen tonight.
second and
I think
6.
we had one sweep that Jamel made a pretty good run on. I don't think it was a toss sweep though, but neither team really trying to get the ball on the corner running it.
Second down. There's a flag right there. Don't know what happened there, but second down. and
Penalty
7
marker on the
Highlanders.
field. Substitution infraction against Gatlinburg. Second and 1 after the penalty.
Seemed like another guy that's played a pretty good football game tonight. He's done a great job on his side of the field. And you see him right there, number 32, Riley Trotter, keeping contained, keeping the ball, keeping McGaha from getting on the corner. And as I'm talking about him, he made a great play, made him cut it back inside and let Pursuit make a tackle.
Preston King with a tackle.
McGaha flushed out of the pocket that time, was able to pick up the first down, and it is going to be the end of the third quarter with Gatlinburg-Pittman. Your Highlanders on top, 34-8.
And Mike, a big crowd at Cocke County tonight, but one of the quietest crowds that I've ever seen.
For a huge crowd.
Yeah.
For a huge crowd, very quiet.
And, of course, this has been a town that's always been very passionate about their football. I remember back in the day, the little group, we called them the Ruggles Raiders. They would get on the side, get on the fence, and a big group of guys probably coming from Ruggles, and they would just follow the football up and down the field. Pretty rowdy group. And but it's always been a great football town, good tradition, but a really a quiet crowd and a lot going on with the dedication of the stadium. Of course, I saw some of my old classmates from college. They're having their 28th reunion here tonight.
So we'll change ends of the field here to start the fourth quarter. Rob, good seafood buffet tonight at Alice's.
Great. Fried catfish, frog legs, hush puppies.
Good coleslaw. Good cornbread, Mexican cornbread on the side here.
You know, one thing that this broadcast crew does better than anything, we find a great pregame meal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We may not be very good at broadcasting football, but we do find a great pregame meal. Good look at Benny Hammonds and Adrian Watson. Of course, Scott Bird checking in with Benny there.
I don't know what the
We're awaiting the indication of the down.
You know, that's another thing that Scott Bird does really well. His relationship and communication between the doctor, parents, and Coach Hammonds and the player is just so good. You know, he's kind of got a liaison between the medical staff and the parents and the coaches.
Rob, I think officials are confused about the change. The change should be going the other way. And I know McGaha did pick up a first down on that run. So
these replacement officials?
I don't know.
If not, they will be next week, right?
It should be 1st and 10 Cocke County right there. Rob, a couple other scores across the wire right here late in the ball game. Pigeon Forward's on top of Wartburg, 34-7. And the Lady Highlander soccer team on top of Seymour down at the Smoky Bear Classic, 4-0.
Big scores.
That's right, Robert. Like I said, it should be first and 10.
First down.
Mike, I think the problem was with the chain crew, not the officials.
So spot the ball at the 49-yard line of Cocke County. That's Thornton on the give again. He's been the workhorse.
Morrow on the give.
Cocke County here tonight. GP on the road next week at Swain County. Cocke County plays Seymour Thursday night. I can't remember if that game's home or away for either Seymour
High
or
row
Cocke County.
Oakabee on the stop for Gatlinburg. Second out and 5.
Most teams next week did change their game to Thursday because of UT playing in Atlanta, playing NC State. And Mike, did he not go down to the ground?
I thought he did right there. Nice little pop tackle
Nice little
there.
pop by
Pass
Blade
complete
Durbin
to
on
Dylan Dockery. Tackle
Dockery.
made by Blade Durbin.
Of course, if you're going to make those, you better make them. You know, that's one thing, you really don't like to see it, Mike. You see these high school kids imitating what they see on the NFL, guys coming up and making the big hit like that, not making a form tackle and wrapping up. Those things do come back to haunt you.
Timeout for a measurement. Robin, I think this may be our first measurement of the ballgame.
And it wasn't even close.
And congratulations also, Rob, I neglect to say, big win by the Gatlinburg-Pittman Middle School program last night over Northview. The Cougars from over there, 14-8.
Third
I heard
and
it's just a
yard.
really exciting game, and of course I heard that Albert Warner made a big play, scored on a bootleg with 2 seconds left in the game to win the game. Must have Cindy's ability.
Third and 1, Cocke County. Long snap count, good job by Cocke County drawing the
Penalty marker on the field. Encroachment on Gatlinburg.
Another score of interest coming across the wire. Seymour now up on top of White County.
Result of the penalty,
28-14.
first and 10, Cocke County.
And Mike, that's one of those experience things right there. You know, you got guys that haven't been in that situation before, and I'm sure coaches were over there yelling, watch the penalty count.
Same formation. Magahat drops, looks, being pressured, cuts back inside. Going to pick up a couple right there.
McGahey keeps. Casey Green with a tackle.
And Mike, you see several guys getting up off the pile there. You see number 70. You see number 74, Jocelyn, with the cramp in his calf, which is not unusual this time of the year. See number
Gain of
70,
3, second and
Hero,
7.
getting in on the tackle. Great to see that he got his knee repaired, back on the field playing. He's going to help us down the road.
Magahat throws. The ball's going to be incomplete right there. Couldn't hang on to it. I think good job of Jeremy Owen.
Pass
Nice little
intended for
pop right
Kendall
there.
Ray.
Pretty
It's
good pop.
incomplete.
Absolutely.
Third and 7.
Rob, it's amazing how being a defensive back that you can play a lot better if you know you're getting a good pass rush.
Yeah.
Third
And you
down.
get a good, and the same is true for the lineman. You get a better pass rush when the coverage is good.
Third and 7, Cocke County. Magahat on the corner. Pretty smart job, probably stepping out of bounds right there.
McGahey keeps.
That can't be a late
Taken
hit,
out of
Rob.
bounds.
I didn't see any contact
Penalty
after he
marker
stepped
on
out.
the field.
That
Of course,
can't
the
be
contact may not have been on the quarterback. That's Elmer Trenum, Sevier County native, making the call there.
Got
Dead ball, personal foul, and sportsmanlike conduct against the Highlanders.
Let's look at it right here, Rob. And nobody touched him.
Mike, there may have been
Result
contact
of the play and our penalty.
between two players away
Cocke
from the
County.
football that were not in our view, but I didn't see any contact after the ball was dead.
Oh, well, 1st and 10, Cocke County inside the GP red zone at the 10-yard line. 9:55 remaining in the ballgame. GP on top, 34-8.
See Coach Hammond's wanting a conference. Mike, that was just a bad call by the official.
Gaha being pressured. He's dropped back at the 20-yard line. Big tackle right there by number
Hero.
70. That's
Quarterback sacked by Hiro Okobi.
And Andrew Nolan. You know, one thing, Mike, and we've just had great pressure on the quarterback tonight. Great pressure by Hero. But one thing you like to see, too, is more than one white jersey on the football tonight. I thought we've done a pretty good job of gang tackling.
Of course, right there, Rob, you had one guy 330 and one guy 310 coming right at you.
Yeah.
2nd and 20.
2nd and 20, Cocke County.
Pass
And
complete
that's gonna be a
to
touchdown.
Dylan Dockery. Touchdown, Big Red.
You know, I really thought that Durbin saw the ball in time to make a play on it. That's a great throw by McGaha. He put some heat on that ball.
So Cocke County going for 2. McGaha looks, throws, incomplete.
Pass intended for Sam Hooper.
Did not cut the
Incomplete.
score in
Conversion
half, Mike, but
is
still
no
a lot
good.
of time on the clock. GP can't make turnovers now. We've got to put some drives together, move the chain.
Well, I think, Rob, if you're Cocke County head coach Greg Hacker, you got to go for the onside kick here.
Here's a replay of the touchdown. Mike, looked like Ron Durbin was in position to make the play. Of course, there may have been more separation at this angle than we could see, but
Like GP's got the good hands team in there right now, Rob.
Set to kick off, Dylan Dockery.
Did they ever have you on a good hands team?
they did.
Did
Absolutely.
Deep, Jeremy Odom and Spencer Bryan.
That's Horner.
That was a great play. Of course, he did a great job, and you know, I'm not so sure that he intended to try to take off running with it. He got hit as soon as he caught the
Justin
ball,
Horner on the
landed on
return,
his feet.
tackle made by Ethan Merle.
Gotta love Justin Horner.
So GP,
You know, that was a great kick by Cocke County's kicker. I mean, that
Gallenberg goes on offense.
it's one of those where, you know, the player, you don't know if it's going to go 10 yards or not, and you got to make a decision, and you got somebody right there in your face.
So Highlanders good field position at the Cocke County 48-yard line. Twins to the right, Music to tailback. Music on the give, still on his feet. twists, turns. Hard to bring down inside the 45-yard line at the 44. Nice pickup of 4 in the play.
Michael
for the
Music on the
sophomore,
carry, and he's
Michael
brought down
Music.
by a flock of cocks.
You know, Michael Music's been cast into this role, defensive tackle and tailback, getting a lot of
Gain of
reps.
5, second down and 5.
A lot of reps in a game.
Make that a pickup of 5 on the play. Music again driving down to about the 41.
Music again with a give. Made first by Cody Alford.
I tell you, Rob, best $5 I spent today, and you too. We hired those 2 kids, 2 Cocke County teenagers, to carry our equipment up here tonight.
Hey, they were happy to do it.
I hope we don't
Hope
go
they
home.
spend it wisely.
Foster on the give. First down at the, right at the, let's see where they spotted at. Got a good, not too good of a spot, but I think it is
Spencer
a
Bryant
first
on the
down.
carry.
That's
Dockery
Spencer
with a
Bryant on the
stop.
carry.
You know, one thing Jamel did right there, Mike, is
That was Spencer Bryant.
oh, that was Spencer.
Result of the
Okay.
play, 1st and 10, Gatlinburg.
Good job by Spencer Bryant running through a tackle. For Spencer caught a pass on the PAT tonight. 2 sacks. 1 big hit on the quarterback.
Music again, breaking tackle, still on his feet, inside the 35-yard line.
Music with a carry.
You know, Coach Hammonds has just done a great job opening it up, diversifying his offense, throwing the ball in the last
Gain of
years.
5,
I think he
second
realized
down
we
and
couldn't
5.
go down to Knoxville and play in that league and compete without doing it. But, you know, he's got to love this. This is kind of his old school, this was kind of his bread and butter for all those years.
You know, nice, steady offensive line, big tailback.
Penalty
And-
marker on the play.
And the great changeup, Jamel Foster and Zeke Williams at tailback.
False start against
So
Gatlinburg.
false start against the Highlanders, going to back it up 5 to be 2nd down and 10. GP 6:39 and counting in the ball game. GP on top, 34-14. Foster on the give, still on his feet, down to about the 34-yard line.
You know,
Jamel
you don't think about
Foster with
Jamel.
a
He
carry.
he really wants to be a great football player. I mean, that kid, since he got there as a freshman, has done everything he can to be a good football player,
Victor Schultz with the initial
and it's
hit.
paid off. That's a great example of hard work paying off.
Gain of 4 in the play, 3rd down, 6 Highlanders. Rob, you keep it on the ground here, or do you
3rd and 6.
look for Horner on a drag pattern?
Did you really have to ask that?
There's Foster. Gets his way for maybe 1, down to about the 32.
The give again to Jamel Foster.
That could be interesting once
Stop by Ethan Merle.
to see what the time of possession
and
was
Victor
tonight.
Schultz.
You know, Cocke County had, through it, they put in the air a lot tonight. Like, what's that take, 5 seconds?
Fourth
And
and
that
4.
really hurts your time of possession right here. 4th and 4, Highlanders going for it. Music on the give, and he's not going to
Music
get it.
on
So
the
good
give.
job defensively right there on those 4 downs by Cocke County. Of course, the penalty hurt the Highlanders, so
Made
Cocke
first
County
by
back in
Merle.
offense.
This is a good job by Music, not giving up the football right there. They had 2 guys tackle him and 2 guys trying to strip the ball. Of course, it's a little easier to hold on to it when you bench press about 350 pounds.
1st and 10.
guarantee McGahan's going to put it in the air this series. They're a great time for a pick.
You know, Mike, in this game, coming into this game, two groups that I thought would really be challenged tonight were the offensive line, just because of the type of defense that Cocke County runs and the amount of blitzes they go with that they send with the linebackers. The other group that we thought would be challenged were the defensive backs, and I think both groups have responded really well.
I tell you right there, you can see Durbin wrap up on the guy right there.
Well, my guess is that Coach Hammonds and Coach Estes will probably talk to him a little bit about that. Of course, it's exciting to come up and make that big hit.
3rd and 2. The guy being pressured. Runs out of the pocket right there, still on his feet. Ball loose, but I think Cocke County jumped on it there.
Nice job of Casey Green and others chasing the ball down. Riley Trotter.
It'll be enough for the first down.
I think number 32 is Riley Trotter. Yeah.
Result of the play, 1st and 10. Big
Riley,
Green.
good steady ball game tonight. Good job right there. I think that was number 32, Trotter.
Yeah.
Quarterback sack by Riley Trotter.
You know, one thing I think our defensive end play has been really good tonight. You know, it just seemed like in the past we had some defensive ends that just wanted to run straight upfield, kind of get away from helping their teammates out a little bit. I thought those guys have just done a great job, made contact with the tight end, made it hard for him to release off the line of scrimmage. But for the most part, just done a great job keeping contained, keeping their pass lanes and putting that pressure on. Of course, both of those kids run really well, and they can recover. But
looks like McGahan called timeout. Looked like he was a little winded right there. He's been forced out of the pocket a lot tonight. Of course, Rob, here with 3:27 to go, your thoughts on the Highlanders tonight?
Oh, I think got to be tickled to death with them. You know, there's just so many new players, so many kids getting put into new roles. You got some new coaches that are coaching new positions this year.
Scrimmage 3 good football teams this fall. That helps you a lot right there. You know, people say, well, how'd we do? Well, we got beat by 2 touchdowns, but still going against good competition. Yeah. That's good for you.
And, you know, some other things that you're kind of worried about, too, right there in the thick of summer camp. Had some really bad weather. You know, had the wet field. They're trying to get work done on a wet, sloppy field, all that rain we had. And you know, too, Mike, going into this football season, you got 3 teams that have just never been a traditional opponent of Gatlinburg-Pittman. We've never played Cocke County until last year. Obviously, we've never played Swain or Knox Central. And, you know, it's not like you're getting up, you know, going through summer camp thinking about, we want to beat these guys. You know, it's a little bit different.
New quarterback in the ball game right there. Oh.
You know, Mike, I think the guy that tipped that ball was number 16, Davis Sowen.
For Corey Black.
How wild would Woody Sowen have been if Davis would have pulled that one down and taken it to the house? Good athletic move by Davis.
I think new quarterback, it may be can't pick up that number here now. Of course, McGahan looked like he came off the field a little upset in the stomach area. I take a good job right there, but Cocke County, the receiver coming back to catch football. Was
a nice job. And again, nice job by Davis Sowen, who has not played that cornerback position. Kept the receiver in front of him, had his eyes to the ball, to his receiver, kept it in front of him, made the tackle after the catching.
Fourth and 10, they're going for it here with 3:04 remaining in the ball game.
And Mike, asking me what I think about the game, you know, just of course, Spencer Bryan laid the second team quarterback out again. I want to see that on the replay. Oh, that was McGahan back in there.
1st and 10 from the Cocke County.
So he doesn't like Spencer very much after tonight. But anyway, I just wasn't necessarily gushing with optimism going into this 3-game road streak. can't imagine we'd come down here and beat Cocke County by 20 points. A 5A team that plays in a pretty tough league.
And they're in our Sevier County, Seymour, Morristown East, West, Jeff County. Music on the give, ball loose, and it looks like Cocke County may have come up with it.
I tell you what, the word's going to get out in East Tennessee about Michael Music, and teams are going to see him. Our Tennessee opponents are going to see these films, and they're going to think, oh man, we've got to get ready for this. You know, you got to be pleased with your rookie quarterback too, even though he played a little bit last year. But you know, he's athletic. He's going to give us some things that the last two quarterbacks really haven't given us, even though they did a good job. One thing, he's tall. We're going to be able to throw over the middle a little bit. I think we can do some crossing patterns, throw to our tight ends a little bit more, just because he could stand up and look over the defensive line and get the ball over the top of them. But I think he had a great game tonight.
Incomplete there.
And I tell you what, it's going to be good play by Blade Durbin. It's going to be a tough game to pick out the offensive and defensive players of the game.
Tell you, Rob,
I think I know the play of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I haven't seen much Clay England this half. Looked like he got maybe shaken up a little bit there right before halftime. And McGahan goes down again.
Quarterback sack.
Spencer Bryan and Casey Green, maybe.
Spencer Bryan with a sack.
So, Rob, what is the play of the game?
Got to be Jeremy Odom. Tanner Cox and
69-yard, right,
Odom.
as the first half ended there.
It really obviously turned the game around.
There we go. Hang on to it. Is that Jeremy Odom?
That's
he's Sullen. Davis Sullen down to the 10-yard line. I said he's Sullen, but
I cannot wait to see Woody Sullen after that.
Pass intercepted by Davis Sullen. Tackle made by Tyler Mantooth. Gatlinburg goes on offense, 1st and 10.
Here's a replay. A nice pickoff right there. Good job tight rope in the sideline. Good job cutting back right there. Oh.
Looks like he's been playing football all of his life.
That'll get him a helmet
Obviously his
decal.
teammates are happy for him. I don't think we ever saw Woody
Music on the carry,
jumping up and catching one and tight roping the sideline and then cutting it back over, jumping a few guys.
Of course, Rob, of course, there's going to be a lot of Highlanders tomorrow, like a little sore, a little nicked up in this, but when you win, it don't quite hurt as bad,
It
does
doesn't. It'll be.
GP a little slow getting out of the huddle there. I think we're just going to take a knee right here. Looks like GP's in that victory formation. Rob, looks like win number 1 in the books.
What a great way to start the season. Of course, going over taking a tough road trip next week, playing Swain County, state champions in North Carolina in their division last year, returning one of their really good running backs that they had. Will be a very difficult game. Of course, they run that split back veer, which is just a nightmare to defend as a defensive coordinator.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that you take responsibility for your own litter before you exit while recycling.
Rob,
your
like we said,
plastic
we've already
bottles and
given you
cans.
the Greenbrier Restaurant play of the game, the Tanner Cox to Jeremy Odom 69-yard touchdown pass right as the half ended. Of course, offensively tonight, Tanner Cox gets the nod, 9 of 14 passing for 159 yards. And then defensively, it's got to be number 36, Spencer Bryan, who put the pressure on the quarterback all night tonight, along with the other host of Highlanders.
Ladies and
Well, that's a
gentlemen, your
tough one to
final
pick,
score,
huh?
Gallenberg
That's a
Pittman
tough one to
34,
pick, but
Cocke County 14.
that's the way the votes came
Drive
in.
careful.
All right, so Gallenberg Pittman win number 1, 34-14 over the Fighting Cocks here at Cocke County. For Marty Nicely, Kevin Tierney, Randall Brown, and Rob Younger saying, see you next week from Swain County, North Carolina.